All right, today we're going to dive into a company that's become a real powerhouse in the marketing world, the Whalar Group. Now, these guys aren't just another agency. Nope, they're basically changing the entire game for creators. So let's get right into it.
So the first thing you really need to get is that Whalar isn't just playing in the same sandbox as everyone else. They've positioned themselves as a leading, independent powerhouse. And in a space that's absolutely packed with competitors, that's a big deal. It means they've got serious influence and, more importantly, a model that makes them stand out from the crowd.
Okay, so to really understand what makes Whalar tick, you've got to understand the world they live in. We're talking about the creator economy. And what is that exactly? Well, think of it as this huge digital marketplace where creators, influencers, artists, you name it, aren't just posting content for fun. They're building real businesses off their skills and the communities they've built. This is Whalar's home turf.
So the big question is, how do you become a powerhouse in an economy like that? For Whalar, it all comes down to one single core idea: putting creators first. And listen, this isn't just some marketing slogan they slapped on a website. It's the actual foundation of their entire business.
And their whole mission, their why, can be boiled down to this one powerful phrase: liberating creative voices. See, that simple idea just flips the whole script. It's not about just getting a campaign done for some big brand. It's about treating the creator as a real partner, empowering them. And what happens when you do that? Well, you get way more authentic, way more effective content that people actually want to watch and engage with.
All right, so having a great philosophy is one thing, but how do you actually make it happen day in and day out? How do you put it into practice? That's where Whalar's ecosystem comes into play. Let's pull back the curtain and see how all the machinery works to bring this creator-first idea to life.
What they've built is this really comprehensive four-part ecosystem. So first up, they've got hands-on talent management. We're talking actually nurturing creators. Then, they back that up with some seriously sophisticated AI tools. And this isn't just about counting likes and followers. Think about AI that can actually analyze audience sentiment to find the perfect match for a brand. Pretty cool, right? They even have a physical campus where creators can collaborate. And all these parts, they all work together to pump out these award-winning campaigns. It's the whole shebang, a complete end-to-end solution.
Okay, the system sounds impressive, for sure. But here's the million-dollar question. Does it actually work? Well, this is where we shift gears from talking about how they do it to the proof that it's working. And believe me, the results really do speak for themselves. The industry has definitely been paying attention.
And a huge piece of that proof is in the recognition they've been getting. We're talking Agency of the Year titles from the absolute biggest names in the business: Ad Age, Adweek, Campaign. You get the picture. And these aren't just participation trophies, okay? These are the top-tier awards that basically scream, hey, this creator-first thing, it's delivering some seriously incredible results.
But it's not just about the awards. You can tell a lot about a company by who's willing to invest in them, right? And Whalar is backed by some real industry titans, including Marc Benioff. Now, when a leader of that caliber puts his own money behind a vision, that sends a massive signal. It says there's huge confidence in the company's stability and its future.
And maybe the most direct proof of all comes straight from the people they work with day in and day out. Check this out, a 4.8 out of 5-star rating. That's not just some random number. That's the collective voice of their partners, the brands, and the creators themselves. It's a really powerful testament to the quality of their work.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We've looked at their philosophy, we've seen the ecosystem they've built, and we've checked out the proof. So what's the big takeaway here? Why does a company like Whalar actually matter in the marketing world today?
When you boil it all down, it's a true win-win situation. For the brands, Whalar is delivering something they are desperate for: authentic strategies that actually connect with people and, just as important, drive real, measurable results. And for the creators, it's all about empowerment. It's about getting the professional management they need to turn what they love into a real, sustainable career. It feels like they've really cracked the code on how to make both sides of that coin happy.
And all of this leaves us with one final, and I think really important question. Whalar has proven that putting creators at the very center of your strategy isn't just a feel-good idea. It's a powerful, award-winning, and super effective business model. So here's the thing to chew on. Is this creator-first approach just another trend? Or are we looking at the actual future of marketing? Something to think about.